In our last class, we have learned about undersubscription of share. Today, we have two topics. First one is oversubscription and another one is causing arrear. Both are very important for your class. Both are very important for your exam. Now, first we have to discuss what is oversubscription. Now, in last class, we have learned that if subscribed capital is less than issued capital, that means if number of subscribed share is less than number of issued share, then it is called undersubscription. Here it is just opposite to undersubscription. That is, if subscribed capital or subscribed number of share is greater than issued number of share, then it is called oversubscription. Now I am giving one example for you. Suppose a company issued 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each. So number of issued share is 10,000. Now public subscribed for 15,000 shares. That means public subscription is 15,000 share and which is more than issued share. In this case, we can say that public subscribed for more share, so it is oversubscription of share. Here, subscribed share is greater than issued share. 15,000 is more than 10,000. That means subscribed share is more than issued share. Then it is called oversubscription of share. Now, suppose application money is rupees 2 per share. In that case, oversubscription amount will be 5,000 shares of rupees 2 each. That is rupees 10,000. Now, company has to decide what will they do with these 5,000 shares, because company cannot allot more than issued share. You have to remember this very much, that company cannot allot more than issued share. If company issued 10,000 shares, then company can only allot 10,000 shares, not more than 10,000 shares company can allot. So this oversubscription amount, in our example, that was rupees 10,000, because number of share is 5,000 and per share value is rupees 2. So total oversubscription amount is rupees 10,000. Company has to decide what they will do with this amount. There are three ways to adjust these oversubscription amount. What are those ways? That is, I have written here, that is treatment of oversubscription amount. First one is very easy. Company can refund this share with letter of regret. Now, how company can refund? Company may issue share on pro rata basis. There is a ratio that is not in your syllabus, but you have to know this. Suppose one person here issued share is 10,000 and public subscription is 15,000. So there is a ratio between this, that is 2:3. Suppose if a person applied for 3 shares, company can allot him or her 2 shares and 1 shares refund by the company. Value of 1 share may be refunded by the company. This is the first way to adjust the oversubscription amount. In case of refund, what to do? What entry we have to pass? Only one entry we have to pass for the refund amount. We have to pass, say, share application account debit to bank account, just opposite of received entry of application. That means excess application money, that is excess application money, over subscription amount is called excess application money. Excess application money may refund by the company with this entry. The entry is share application account debit to bank account. And amount is 10,000. Here I have written this because in our example, per share application money is rupees 2 and 5,000 share is excess. Second way, second treatment for excess application money, that is adjustment with allotment. Another way is company can't refund this share, application money. Company can adjust this with allotment. That means if in case of allotment, when company call for its allotment, public paid lesser amount. Suppose in our first example, I have said that a public applied for 3 shares. That means public subscribed for 3 shares and he has allotted 2 shares. That means 1 share is excess for that person, and for 1 share he has paid extra amount rupees 2 on application. Now company can adjust this rupees 2 for 1 share with his allotment. Suppose his allotment money per share was rupees 4. In that case, he has to pay how much amount for 2 share, because he has allotted 2 shares, so he has to pay rupees for 2 share, per share value is rupees 4 for allotment, so he has to pay rupees 8. In this case, company can give an offer to him, you have to pay only rupees 6, because rupees 2 what you have paid with application will be adjusted with your allotment money. So this is the adjustment with allotment money. In this case, what will be the entry? Adjustment with allotment. In this case, there is another entry, that is share application account debit to share allotment account. In this case, excess application money of rupees 10,000 adjusted with share allotment account. Okay. And third is the mixture of these two. Company may refund some of his extra share, and some of his extra share company may adjust with allotment. We will do 3 sums with these 3 types. Not today. Today we will do the first type of sums. In our next classes we will do these sums also. Okay. So what is written here? Some portion refunded and other portion adjusted with allotment. That means this is the mixture of first and second method. In this case, what will be the journal entry? In this case, when both refund and adjustment took place, in this case it will be like this, that is share application account debit to bank account to share allotment account. That means here it is written to bank account, this portion refunded by the company, and share allotment 4,000, this portion adjusted with the allotment. Okay, this is called oversubscription. Now we are coming to calls in arrear. Calls in arrear. What is calls in arrear? Suppose if a shareholder is defaulter for any of his call amount or allotment amount, then there a separate account prepared by the company and the amount not received by the company is transferred on that account. Suppose, for example, a company has issued 10,000 share of rupees 10 each, and value of share is rupees 3 on application rupees 4 on allotment and rupees 3 on call. One shareholder holding 100 share has not paid the call money. That means one shareholder who is holding 100 share has not paid the call money of rupees 3 per share. That means company has not received rupees 300 because defaulter shareholder has not paid his call money for 100 share and per share value is rupees 3. So company has not received rupees 300 and this rupees 300 is transferred to a separate account called call-in arrear. If a shareholder defaults in payment of the call amount due on allotment or any call, then the amount not received will be transferred to a separate account called call-in arrear. Here is the example. What is the example? Share first call due on 10,000 share of rupees 3 each. One shareholder holding 500 share is defaulter. Okay. Now, what will be the journal? In case of first call, first you have to pass the due entry. In that case, what will be the due entry? Due entry is share first call account debit to equity share capital account. You have already done it in your previous classes. And what will be the due amount? The due amount is 10,000 share of rupees 3, that is rupees 30,000. Now, according to problem, company has received only 9,500 share. Company has received money only on 9,500 share because one shareholder holding 500 shares not paid his call money. So, in this case, there is entry like this. What is this entry? This is a receive entry, bank account debit, call-in arrear account debit. Now, call-in arrear is a loss. Call-in arrear is a loss to the company. And according to golden rule, we know that in case of any expenses and losses, that account should be debited. Call-in arrear is a loss because company has not received this amount. So, this is a loss for company. So, call-in arrear account is debited here. So, bank account debit, call-in arrear account debit to equity share capital account. Now, what is the equity share capital value? Equity share capital value is 30,000. Why? Because due on call money was 10,000 share of rupees 3 each, that is 30,000. Out of this 10,000, company has received call money for 9,500 share. So, amount received in bank is 9,500 into rupees 3, that is 28,500. This is the amount received by the company in its bank account for call money. And the default amount that is not paid by a shareholder, that was transferred in call-in arrear account, that is 500 share of rupees 3 each, that is 1,500. Now check it, in debit side 28,500 and 1,500, that is 30,000, and in credit side that is also 30,000. So this is the example of how to record call-in arrear. Now you have to remember one thing: interest on call-in arrear. Now, if a shareholder is defaulter, company give a chance to that person to pay that amount later on. If that person paid that amount, company may charge an interest on his call-in arrear. Now, in case of 1956 Companies Act, we know that Companies Act was prepared in 1956. 1956 Indian Companies Act. 1956 Indian Companies Act. According to 1956 Indian Companies Act, interest on calls in arrear was 5% per annum. What is the interest on calls in arrear? That is 5% per annum. But you have to remember this is for 1956. But in 2013, there was an amendment to Companies Act. And as per the amendment of Companies Act 2013, these rate of interest has been changed, and it is now 10% per annum. Now you have to remember both this, not for your problem purpose, for the theoretical MCQ purpose. If in question it is written, according to 1956 Companies Act, what is the rate of interest on calls in arrear, then the answer will be 5% per annum. But if it is written according to 2013, what is the interest on calls in arrear, then your answer will be 10% per annum. But if there is no year is mentioned 2013 or 1956, you have to put 10% per annum. So you have to remember this point very much. Now I am giving the appropriate definition for under subscription of share, over subscription of share, and calls in arrear of share. Now under subscription of share, what will be the definition? When number of shares subscribed by the public is less than the number of shares offered or issued by the company, then it is called under subscription. বাংলায় কি বলছি? কম আবেদন গ্রহণ। আন্ডার সাবস্ক্রিপশনের বাংলা হচ্ছে কম আবেদন গ্রহণ। কোম্পানির বিলিযোগ্য শেয়ারের থেকে কম আবেদন পাওয়া গেলে তাকে আমরা কম আবেদন গ্রহণ করি। But now you have to remember one thing. If application received is less than 90% of issued capital, if application received is less than 90% of issued capital, for example, if issued capital is 10,000 share and company has received share application for less than 9,000, that is less than 90%. In that case, company cannot issue equity share. You have to remember this for your MCQ purpose. If company received less than 90% of his issued share, then company cannot issue equity share. Now, what is oversubscription? When number of shares subscribed by the public is more than number of shares issued by the company, then it is called oversubscription. বাংলায় কি বলছি? বেশি আবেদন গ্রহণ। কোম্পানির বিলিযোগ্য শেয়ারের থেকে বেশি আবেদন পাওয়া গেলে তাকে আমরা বেশি আবেদন গ্রহণ করি। নেক্সট, calls in arrear. Calls in arrear refers to that portion of capital which has been called up but not yet paid by the shareholder. That means already company called that portion, but shareholders not paid that part. বাংলায় কলস ইন এরিয়ারকে আমরা বলছি বকেয়া তলবি অর্থ। কি বলছি? শেয়ার হোল্ডারদের কাছে তলব করার পরও যে শেয়ারের টাকা পাওয়া যায় না তাকে বকেয়া তলবি অর্থ বলা হয়। Now, here is a sum on oversubscription refunded. We have already discussed that oversubscription of share, there are three types of treatment. In this sums, we are doing the first treatment, that is refunded, all the excess application money refunded by the company. Oversubscription refunded and calls in arrear on final call. Calls in arrear may be in final call, may be on first call, or may be on allotment. In this question, we are solving calls in arrear on final call. What is the question? Sum number 4. ABC Limited registered with 15,000 share. Registered means this is the nominal value of share, nominal numbers of shares, and issued 10,000 shares. So issued share is 10,000 of rupees 10 each, payable as rupees 2 on application, rupees 4 on allotment, rupees 3 on first call, and rupees 1 on final call. So there are total 4 installment. First application, that is for rupees 2, next allotment rupees 4, first call rupees 3, and final call of rupees 1. Public subscribed for 12,000 shares. Now public has subscribed for 12,000 shares. So they, what is there? 10,000 shares issued, but out of which public subscribed for 12,000 shares. From this point, you should understand that there is a excess application, that is for 2,000 share. Excess application was refunded with letter of regret. Here it is clearly written what will be the treatment for excess application. Here it is written that excess application money was refunded with letter of regret. All the money were duly received except one shareholder holding 800 shares failed to pay the final call money. So here it is calls in arrear because one shareholder who is holding 800 share did not pay the final call money and final call money of rupees 1. Show journal entries. Here only journal entries, you have to prepare only journal entries. So we came to the journal entries. Now I have not written the narration here because I'm already in last 2 sums I have written there what will be the narration. So in this question I am not written the narration. You just check the previous question and what is written there as a narration you have to write it here. In the format of journal, first you have to write in the books of name of the company, that is ABC Limited, and here it is journal. And you know the format, I am not repeating that, and here is question mark because no date is mentioned here. First you have to make the entries for application money received, that is the received entry. Now what is the journal? Bank account debit to share application account. Now here 12,000 application money for 12,000 share has been received by the company. So application money will be 12,000 multiplied by rupees 2. That is the total application money is 24,000. But out of this 24,000 rupees 24,000, 4,000 is excess. Why? Because application money, application share, number of shares applied by the public is 2,000 more than the issued share. So 2,000 multiplied by the 2, 4,000 is excess application money. Now in the question it is written that excess application money company should refund. So in case of second part, when company transferring its application money to its capital account, the part which is the company transferred to capital account, that is recorded in equity share capital account, and the part for which the company refund the amount, that is written here in bank account. This type of entry is called compound entry, where in same entry there is one debit entry and there is 2 credit entry. You may do this in 2 separate entry also. One is share application account debit to equity share capital account for 24,000. Another is will be equity share application account debit to bank account. Okay, but here I have given in one single journal entry, that is called the compound entry. What is the journal? Share application account debit, application money received for 12,000 share of rupees 2 each, that is 24,000. Out of this 24,000, company transferred 20,000 because the issued share was 10,000, issued number of share was 10,000. 10,000 multiplied by 2, that is 20,000. Company transferred it to equity share capital account as 20,000. And the balance, that is for 2,000 share, company has to refund this. So here it is to bank account, that is 2,000 into 2, 4,000. Now here in debit side there is 24,000, and on credit side also this sum of these two is 24,000. Here I have written the narration because here there is two journal entry combined. So narration should be being application money on 10,000 shares allotted and transferred to equity share capital account, and balance 2,000 shares were refunded as per board resolution number dated. This entry has been passed after resolution taken on board meeting. So this board resolution number dated you have to write. Here we have to go to the next page for the second entry, allotment entry. So I have written here journal continued. Next there is allotment due entry. Now in case of allotment you have to make entry with the 10,000, that is the issued amount. In case of oversubscription, total sums will you have to do with the issued amount, issued share. So share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. This is the due transfer entry, and the allotment money was ₹4 per share. So 10,000 into ₹4, 40,000 is due on allotment. And allotment money fully received by the company. So entry will be bank account debit to share allotment account. Total amount received by the company 40,000. Next, first call. Share first call account debit to equity share capital account. First call money per share is ₹3. So 10,000 into 3, this is the due amount, 30,000 debit and credit. Now the receive amount, entire first call money has been received by the company. So bank account debit to share first call, total 30,000 received by the company. Okay. Now the final call due entry. In case of final call, company should call the entire amount because company has no information that shareholder will not pay the money. So when company call the final call money, company will call the full money, that is share final call account debit to equity share capital account. Here the final call money is ₹1 per share. So this is 10,000 into ₹1, that is 10,000. And in case when the company received the money, here in the question it is given that company one shareholder holding 800 share has failed to pay the final call money. So entry will be bank account debit, calls in arrear account debit because there is a loss and that loss should be transferred to calls in arrear account to share final call account. Now defaulter shareholder has not paid for 800 shares. So 800 into ₹1, this is the amount of calls in arrear. And in case of bank, total number of share was 10,000, out of which 800 shares company has not received the amount for 800 share. So company has received for 9,200 share of ₹1 each. So the total bank amount is 9,200. And the share final call, that is 10,000 share of ₹1 each, that is the due amount, that is on share final call account you have to write. What will be the narration? Being final call money received on 9,200 share of ₹1 each and balance 800 share transferred to calls in arrear account. Okay, this is the answer for the given question. You have to do this in your copy. First copy the sums and then try to do it by your own. Okay, thank you for today.